Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper, and in this video I want to tell you a little bit about Harrison Bay State Park in Tennessee. As you can see, my wife Ava is relaxing in the hammock behind me, and we are enjoying a wonderful week at this campground. It's a hot week in August of 2016, but my sister and her husband and Ava and I decided to come up and spend a week at Harrison Bay State Park, which is located about 35 miles north of Chattanooga, Tennessee, on the Chickamauga Reservoir of the Tennessee River. The park has 4 camping areas. Area A is the RV area. Areas B and C are for both RVs and for tents, and Area D is a primitive area that's primarily used by tent campers. We camped in Area C. This is a view of our camping area from across the slough. The campsites in this area have a concrete picnic table pad, electrical outlets, water faucet, and a fire ring. Some sites, such as this one, have a very large gravel parking area, but other sites had a very small gravel parking area. Most of the sites also have free Wi-Fi. Ava and I set up our camp in site number C21. We moved the picnic table out to the gravel parking area, and we set up our tent on the concrete pad. We attached ropes to our tent's stake-down loops so that we could stake our tent down in the gravel area. My sister Jean and her husband Tom set up their camp in site number 20. Well, I'm standing in front of our campsite, looking out across the lake. It's early morning right now. Down that way is a marina. You can see some of the campers. This is a camper that's right across the road from our campsite. There's my sister and her husband's campsite, and you see some bike riders coming through. Good morning. And then there's our campsite. The bathrooms in this section C were very clean, family-type bathrooms. We cooked a lot of great meals during our stay. This was a steak dinner with potatoes and onions and corn. After washing dishes, we spent a lot of time hanging out in our campsite and taking naps in our hammocks. This was our Tuesday morning breakfast. Well, I'm laying in the hammock under the trees, looking straight up. Laying in the hammock in our campsite. Ava's in her hammock. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, probably about 95 degrees, but we're fairly cool. I'll just kind of show you a little bit about the campground. You can see how close we are to the water. We're going to walk down there and go swimming in just a few minutes. Well, there's Ava and Jean taking a dip in the lake. I'll be joining them in a few minutes.
Okay.
Just to kind of show you the rest of the lake, there's the marina over there. Yesterday, Sunday, this area was just filled with paddle boards and kayakers. Most of the campers in this section were camped in RVs, but here are two families that were camped near us in tents. Over in Section D, there were also a few more tents. Here are three of the families that were camped in that section. The park has a nice swimming pool that is open on weekends, and a nature center that is also staffed by volunteers on weekends, but they have a few birds on display all during the week. This is a red-tailed hawk. The park also has a nice marina and a nice restaurant. If you think you'd like to come camping here, but you don't have any camping gear, don't worry. You can rent a complete camp package from Rusty's. A small tent with one or two air mattresses and an ice cooler and a stove and a couple of folding chairs cost $45 for the first day or $65 for 2 days, and they have packages for more than 2 days. A larger tent is $65 a day or $100 for 2 days. They are located across the street from the park entrance, and they also rent bicycles, kayaks, and paddle boards. Their telephone number is 423-341-6383. For more information about great tent camping destinations in the southeastern United States, please visit my website, www.basictentcamping.com. For information about great tent camping destinations in Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, and Indiana, please read my family camping guide to those states. For general information about modern tent camping destinations, procedures, and equipment, please read my book, Basic Tent Camping. And visit my Facebook page for recent updates. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this overview of Harrison Bay State Park, Tennessee, and I hope you'll consider visiting this park if you're ever in the Chattanooga area. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.